Join the team.
Hey team, let's look at another unboxing, or we like to call a
bear unboxing
of the Dungeon Crate. Now, we've done quite a few of these so far on the channel. Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription box. Again, you get so much more than what is just in these crates. You also get a downloadable code. You get lots of downloadable content through a code that they do send you through email as well, with a ton more stuff. And they have an awesome online store. So you definitely want to go check that out as well. And there's usually discount codes and coupons that are in these boxes that you can apply towards that store as well. So it's a great deal. Don't forget the discount code that we have as being a team member. Check it out in the description of the video below. We do have a channel discount for Dungeon Crate. Now, this is going to be a special unboxing, as we are going to do both June and July's crate, and they're both pretty awesome. I'm very excited about what July is bringing to us. I have sliced the tape, but I have restricted myself from looking. I almost looked, and I thought, you know what? I want to do it for the video, because July's was going to be something that they've been kind of building up, and I think it's going to be something where we're going to find some really cool items that are in July's, some special stuff. I don't know exactly what it is, but I do believe there's going to be some special stuff in July's. Okay, so let's get into June's real quick. We'll start there. Okay, this looks pretty awesome. So the first thing we've got are some monster markers. They do a lot of these little monster marker and elemental marker type things to go invisible, spider webs, all kinds of stuff like that. Since they're made of wood, pretty cool. It just says monster marker on it there, and you can put it down on the board, and then you can, fill that in. You can use it lots of different ways. Like, let's say it's not dead, it's dead. You want to, that's where the monster started, then the monster moves. I mean, there's all kinds of ways that you can creatively use these markers. So I love these little, reusable things that they put in their crates. And that's another thing, and I try to call this out in every one of the... Oh, and then they include this really cool little tiny character sheet that's in every one of these. So it's a nice laminated coated board, and you've got a little character sheet where you can put a player name, and then you can put your little character sheet. So it's pretty cool, like for travel, if you wanted to use that for a little quick RPG or something that you needed maybe for... You could even use it for like a sidekick or a pet or something like that as well. Okay, so that's the monster markers, and again, all this stuff is highly reusable. This is pretty awesome. 1980s Who, 20-sided dice enamel set, and you get 3 single back enamel D20 pins in this of, yellow and blue and green. And I believe everybody's was the same color. Who knows, maybe there were different colors. But mine was yellow and green and blue, kind of a baby blue with a little bit of it's kind of a teal, a couple different teal colors that are on there. This is awesome. I love these enamel pins, and that's a pretty sizable item just right there. I mean, you'd pay for 3 enamel pins, you'd pay $12 to $15 just for something like this. So that's pretty awesome. Got those enamel pins. There is a giant Dwarf King on Throne Darkhaven Bones miniature that's included here. This is a pretty awesome one too, where you've got a full throne and then a Dwarf King, and there's a few different pieces that make him up. He's got like a helm, he's got a shield, he's got like a big axe, and then he'll sit on that throne. That is pretty awesome. Very, very cool. Since it is in multiple pieces, I'm not going to get that out because I don't want to lose the pieces, but you can see it there, that giant throne, and he would sit right on kind of the chair right on top of that big stone throne. And the back of it is all carved, very highly detailed stone, and there's some dwarven language, some runes that are carved in all the way around the outside of it. This is very sweet. That's a pretty awesome item. Cool little keychain, little dragon head keychain. Does have the Dungeon Crate, marketing stuff on the back, but that's actually a pretty cool little keychain. Actually, I'm going to start to use that. And then we do have our sheet here that tells us what's included in the crate on one side, and then on the back side, it's another piece of that annual. If you get the crates over the course of an entire year, you will get a different picture in each one, and then once you have them all, you can set them all out, and it does build one giant kind of dungeon explore map. So we've got all of them this year so far, all of these, and that's just another one. And then it will indicate right there for you which one you have, which piece of the picture or the puzzle that you have. Okay, so that's that. And then this here is some different marketing stuff, but there are some like discount things and various different items that are included here. There's a how to prep and paint your bones sort of tutorial, little walkthrough there. And then here's some other different types of stuff for painting as well. All the different colors and things from that perspective. So this is just more of like a quick little how-to, little marketing kind of thing for the bones. So you get look into the painting those. Then we have the same things we've got in every one of these crates. They do these fantastic little, and again, it's really thick laminated cards that have either enemies, that have characters, that have magical items. I love the ones with magical items. And again, this stuff is all reusable for your D&D and your Pathfinder campaigning stuff. Very basic on the back, just lists out all the things that character is going to have, the various different defenses and strength and AC, as well as the statistics for that item or that character or monster. And you can reuse these, but they're specifically designed for the fantastic little one-shot campaigns as well. These one-shots do all draw together into a campaign, a sprawling campaign. However, you can reuse these in about anything that you do from an RPG perspective. And then we have our book or our campaign for this month, Rescue the Dead. And on one side there is, I want to make sure I call this out because I don't know that I've specifically called this out in the past. It will tell you the level that the experience is designed for, which is cool, and a lot of their stuff are that way. Sometimes they have a full little one-shot in a campaign. So let's say you're playing your campaign, Pathfinder, D&D, and all of your characters are around that level 3 mark. You could say, you know what, for tonight we're going to put the campaign to a side and we're going to do this level 3 one-shot, or you could somehow integrate this as sort of a little side mission or a one-shot that's integrated into your larger sprawling campaign. There's just so many ways that you can use this stuff. And so on one side you get the Pathfinder version. On the other side you have the 5th edition version. So it doesn't matter if you play D&D or if you play Pathfinder, and that's your system of choice. You have all of these. Half the book is the D&D version, half the book is the Pathfinder version. Same thing, it's just a different rule set and how you would go through that adventure. So awesome, so awesome. Okay, that's everything that we're going to find in the month of June. So we're going to put this back in because I don't want to confuse what was in June with what is in July. So we'll put all these items back in. Love these pins, they're so cool. I'm going to actually keep those out. Well, no, I'm going to put them back in because I don't want to confuse anyone on what was in which box. But that keychain is going with me to Gen Con, which is happening very soon. Here, Bear, hold this. Thank you. And that button is going on my bag. I can tell you that. Got the bag right over here, ready to go. All right, here comes July. Whew, the big reveal. Okay, we got the packaging. Ooh, super sweet. All right, we're going to start with this, which are these little fire stands. We just saw they do these really cool little, stands, and it's different things. Sometimes it's little counters. These are little fire stands. How cool are these? So you can set these up. I actually just created some sort of homemade versions of something just like this, and now I got these. Perfect. And these are nicer. So you've got these little fire stands that you can set up as you're playing. And again, there's your little quick sheet for the character builds that are included. So put these little fire guys right there. Those are pretty awesome. Check this out. How sweet is this? It's the brand new Wizard's Room from WizKids Deep Cut. It's primed, ready to paint. These WizKids Deep Cuts are awesome little miniatures. And this one includes a whole amount of things that you would have kind of in a wizard's room or a wizard's table that you can put in your dungeon, and you can set up. You can make them items that your characters are searching for. You can make them part of your campaign in some way. You can make it a magic item. You can even say that these things represent health potions because there's quite a few little bottles and potions that are through there. This is a really awesome little item. I'm excited about this. That is super cool. The Wizard's Room from WizKids. And there is another D&D WizKids deep cuts that was included in this one as well. And I hope they start going this route where we're getting the deep cuts. I much prefer these. I just think these are really cool because they offer these little kind of special things as well that can go along with your terrain. They also do terrain, and they're getting into a lot more of that now, which I think is going to be very cool. So another awesome primed up deep cuts miniature there to go with the campaign that's included in this one. And then we've got the coins. This is a D20 coin. This is pretty awesome. So nice heavy duty coin on one side. It's got the 1, and on the other side it's got the 20. So you can use these coins for lots of different things, heads and tail. You can flip these coins. Okay, if it's a 20, I get it. If it's a 1, I don't. Lots of different ways you can use this coin. And it does have the 20. It has 2, 10, and 3. And on the one side, it's got 19, 18, and 11. That is an awesome little coin. And then it's got a campaign. Oh, it's just, this is the marketing material that is on these coins. And if you want to get more of those, you can go to this place right here to pick up some more of those campaign coins. That's really cool. Oh, sweet. We got a bunch. We'll take a look at this here in a second. We got a bunch of the little laminated cards on this one. So it looks like, oh, we got an item. I love those items. And then it looks like maybe 3 kind of bosses or beasts you're going to fight. Yes, so mummy queens. We can kind of use this for the mummy queen. That's pretty cool. And then it's got, like everything. This is actually another item. This scepter here is another item that you can get in the campaign. Then we got mummy queen and the giant sandworm. So the 2 enemies you're going to be fighting over the course of this month in the campaign. And then this is the Boots of the Sands. So it looks like we're going to have kind of an Egyptian sands-like theme. This one here, I don't think I've seen this before. So member exclusive, save 10% on the treasury. Okay, so this is a member exclusive coupon. If you take this, and I'm just showing this because there is no codes on here. It says enter your crate code at checkout found on your insert. So in the insert, there is a crate code that you can get, and this will give you 10% off at their treasury. So that's pretty cool. So if you want to go to the store and get some more cool stuff, you can do that, and you have that discount. This is a little different than I think what I've seen in the past. Let me see. Okay, so there is no book this time. It's because these are encounters, so they're not a full adventure run through. I mean, it definitely has like backstory of how you're getting into this encounter, but these are designed as specific encounters. So you're getting 2 different encounters. You're getting the Lost Tomb of Sekatan, and you're getting a snake in the sand. Okay, very cool. So, and then it says right here that this is a level 4 encounter, and this is a level 10 encounter. So again, this makes it even cooler. As you're doing your campaigns, you can actually use this as an encounter in your current campaign if you're level 4 or you're level 10, or the average level within your group is that. You can straight add this in as just a cool encounter that you run into. Very sweet. And the whole thing is just the same. It's like this laminated card. On the back there, it's got the kind of the area. It's got all the things that can happen, and then on the front, using this encounter tells you how to use it, kind of the adventure hook, all that stuff. Oh, this is sweet. I love these encounter cards. This is great, because now you can just grab this and say, oh, group's at level 4, let's go snake in the sand. Run them into some kind of environment where they have to hit that encounter. And you can do that lots of different ways. Maybe they're in an environment that's like that. Maybe you just create an environment where they're going through. Maybe you suck them into some kind of portal that just happens because there's some kind of misfire on someone's throw of a magic potion or something, and it misfires, creates a portal, sucks them into this area, whatever. There's lots of different ways you can get them there to be able to encounter that. We have seen this before in the past. It's a warlock sheet. This is actually pretty cool. Maybe they had some extras, who knows. Maybe it was a request from the community, but here is and this would be dry erase. So you could write on that and just kind of wipe these off. Actually, all of these function that way because they are coated in that laminated material. But you've got a nice Warlock character sheet back and front. I believe this one has a spot for, let's see, cantrips. We got spells. We got familiar. Yeah, so you got the familiar name. So as you're a Warlock, you can put the familiar name there and all the stuff that the familiar would have. This is pretty awesome as well. And then in the end, you do have your crate code. So this, again, has another one of the pieces, and it looks like we're starting to get maybe like an altar or something that's got a staircase that leads up to it. I love the color scheme that we're getting with these purples and pinks and kind of grays within this. I can't wait to see what this actually builds out and what it actually is at the end of the year when we got all 12 of them. We'll have to do that when we unbox the December crate. And then on the front, just your simple what's in the crate, and it's all the items that are included in the crate for the month. And that's it. This is July's crate, team. Great crate. July was really kind of hyped up, and I do like the items that we got here in July. I like the coin. This was a big value and a win, especially getting this little Wizard's Room item. This is really cool. I like the fire stands. That can go with a lot of different things, and I really like the fact that you got these laminated encounters. I would actually like to see a lot more of these encounters like this that are just laminated up. I think these are even more reusable than even the campaign. Now, obviously, the campaign is something fun you can continue to work through, but having these encounters, they're extremely reusable, and you can kind of drop them into about anything because they are just an encounter. And again, keep these coming. These are great. You can use them for about anything. All right, team, that's Dungeon Crate June and July unboxing. Check them out if this is something that interests you. Don't forget about the team discount code. Don't go out there without using that code. It's silly not to use the code and save you some cash on the crate. So hit that like, click the subscribe button to join the team. Keep rolling them crits. This has been the McGuire Review, and we'll see you next time, Bear. Let's roll!